Hi there, gorgeous, and a very happy Frugal Friday to you. If you are new to the channel, welcome. I make videos like this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Fridays are my exclusive drugstore days where I focus specifically on affordable makeup products. So if you'd like to be notified of new videos in the future, hit subscribe, hit that bell, and thank you so much in advance if you do. Today is the last and final video of our three-part video series on makeup for teenagers. If you remember, I showed a look in the beginning with Molly that was a very natural back-to-school minimalist makeup look, and then I showed you a more natural glam look with MADYSON, which punched it up a little bit more. But today, I am warning you now, I'm going to be showing you an ultra glam, smoky, sultry eye with Avery. And yes, Avery is 14 years old, so this is a lot of makeup for a 14-year-old, and I completely get that. But please keep in mind that this is a look more for homecoming, prom, whatever the case may be. Any time that a young lady would like to wear more makeup and she has her parents' approval, why not? It's not hurting anybody. And even if you're not a teenager and you're looking for a look like this, I hope that you will find this helpful. Starting this look off with an eyeshadow primer, I used the one from Milani, which is one of my favorites. And the first eyeshadow palette I'm using is Revolution Beauty's iconic Smokey palette. This is a dupe for Urban Decay's Smokey palette. I'm first using a variety of different grays from this palette to create Avery's gray smoky eye. After layering those two grays together to get that smoky effect, I went in with Revolution Beauty's iconic Pro palette, taking the neutral shade and applied this into the crease and blended it into those grays. Going back with a darker gray, again from the iconic Smokey palette, I added this eyeshadow on top of everything else to help give the look some more depth. Taking this matte black eyeshadow from the iconic Pro palette, I used that to line her upper lash line and keep the look smoky and soft. For her brows, Avery has tremendously fabulous brows, let me just tell you. So I didn't really have to do much. I simply took the NYX Fill in Fluff pencil in the shade Taupe and filled in the sparse areas and then blended it through her brows. Unfortunately, on her right brow, which would be your left as you're looking at the screen, I missed a stroke and it stood out to me the whole video. It was bugging me immensely, but hey, we all make mistakes, right? And I am not immune to them. For her lashes, Avery chose to go with the style The Best Mascara, and this is from my lash line. I'll have it linked below if you're interested. And the foundation that she brought with her that day is from Makeup Forever in the shade Y225, not drugstore, so my apologies here. But if you're looking for fantastic drugstore foundations that will give you the same coverage as this Makeup Forever foundation, I would recommend looking at CoverGirl's Outlast line, Hard Candy's Glamoflage, and NYX's Can't Stop, Won't Stop. All excellent choices that will give you a similar level of coverage as what you're seeing here. I applied Maybelline's Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the shade Light underneath her eyes. She also had a small red spot underneath her nose, so we took a little bit of that and used it to blend over that red spot, and it disappeared instantly. Using a cream contour palette that I picked up from Forever 21, I'm taking this shade and using that to contour her cheeks. And I went back and first blended it with a brush and then finally blended it all together with a damp sponge. I set her face lightly with a translucent powder that I had on hand, and then I added this peach blush from the e.l.f. Modern Metals palette to the apples of her cheeks. And for her highlight, I took this shade from Sleek Makeup's Solstice palette, first applied it onto the tops of her cheeks with a brush, and then blended it in with my finger for the most natural, subtle effect. And for her lips, I applied Milani's Nude Creme lipstick, which is a great one to pair up with smoky eyes like this. If you missed any of the videos in this 3-part series, I'll have all of them listed and linked for you below. Initially, I showed you a look with Molly that was very natural, back to school kind of makeup, and then we punched it up a little bit more and went natural glam with MADYSON, and finally, like you saw today, smoky glam with Avery. Very special thank you to all 3 of these ladies for helping me out with this video series, and a huge thank you goes to my best friend, Karen, who actually suggested that I do a video series like this, and Avery, her granddaughter, and Avery's 2 friends, Molly and MADYSON, were so extremely wonderful to volunteer themselves for it. So special thank you to them. Thank you for being here and for taking the time to watch and for making this series a success here on YouTube. And thank you again for all of your wonderful comments about these beautiful young ladies. We wish them tons of success and hope that this series will help others out there like them. Thank you for taking the time to watch. I want to wish you a beautifully blessed weekend ahead, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. We can do the brows for Avery. Should we use the taupe pencil?
Yeah, I would.
Miss Molly.
What do you use on your brows, Avery? You're gonna have more editing on her video than any of it. Avery.
You guys are funny.
Avery, no. Avery, no. Avery, no.
I've got